Hey everybody, this is Eric here with Legacy of the Gun. We are at the 2026 Baltimore Antique Arms Show. We've done a lot of really neat videos. We've done a lot of videos with guns. Sometimes we've done some videos with swords. We've never done a video with something that basically functions as a rocket or rocket launcher. We were actually set up right next to this display, and as soon as I saw it, I said, I have to know more. I've never seen something like this. It's called a Kent battery. Apparently there were 12 of these made originally. This is the only, or one of the only known, if not the only known surviving example. This is basically a device that was used to shoot projectiles within a controlled environment to be able to measure, photograph, and gauge the flight path of the projectile. So think of this as helping to figure out what pitch the fins needed to be, or what weight the projectile needed to be for rockets or other projectiles that the military was developing. And what this was made on an '03 Springfield Action, and then it has this brass barrel, for lack of a better term, that was added on, and then you had multiple different projectiles that either went down the barrel. This is one that went down the barrel, and this would have been affected by rifling. You had one here that actually would have slipped over the end of the barrel, and it would have been shot out over the edge of the barrel, and you can see that this has fins. And then it actually used, of course, a blank cartridge that was black powder. It used a black powder cartridge to help control the speed, because they didn't need it to go a mile. They needed to go slow enough to where they could actually see it and gauge the projection of the actual projectile that was flying through the air. This individual device was made in 1942. It was made at the U.S. Army Ballistics Research Laboratories at the Aberdeen Proving Ground in Maryland. 1 year before they opened their test facility, this was made. And then this device actually went to West Point and was used as a training device, I guess in some of their classes or for some of their research. And we don't really know where it went after that. At some point in the early 90s, there was a gentleman that went to a government auction, and he bought a big crate of plumbing supplies. He brought it back home. It sat in his warehouse for a month or two. After a while, he started digging through some of this, and he found all the way in the bottom there was this box wrapped in cardboard. He pulls it out, and on the top he sees Kent battery. So he had no idea he had even bought this. Who knows if people even knew that this went out for auction, but he ended up purchasing it. It's been in his collection. It's in a private collection. It's been there ever since 1992. This is the first time he's ever brought it out to the public, and it's so neat. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before, because it's kind of part of military history, but it's developmental. Robert Kent I did some reading on him. He helped develop a lot of ballistics research when he was alive and doing I guess he worked for the government, which is just super cool. So this is something that I really like. I told the guy, I said we really need to do a video. He didn't want to be on film, which is totally fine. I said, well, at least see if we can get on here, and he was totally fine with that. So we want to thank him for letting us do a video of this. If this is the kind of stuff that you like, we're always on the hunt for rare, unique, unusual pieces just like this. Check out some of our other videos, and obviously head over to legacyofthegun.com. Look at our videos on YouTube, Facebook. We've got an Instagram page as well, and we can't wait to see you guys in the next video.